Good morning, everyone. I'm Andrew, and I don't want to work anymore. How's everybody doing today? We're gonna trade the Nasdaq. We're in Nasdaq land. It's Friday, June 27th, and I already got a position on, beating everybody to it. Just a couple minutes. I took one. Let's see here. When did I take this candle? Maybe around 9:16. So I've been in it for about 10 minutes, and I'll explain why. But hello, Nasdaq land. I don't know why I call it Nasdaq land, but I like it. So there's that. Anyway, we got a 15-second chart on our top right. We got a 15-minute on our bottom right, and we're looking at the 1 minute here. And what do I got? I'll give you my analysis. I think we're going to be long up until somewhere in here. This is the objective. So we'll go to, how about 1 hour? Basically, you're looking at a 1 hour chart, and what do you see? I see accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So, and if you look on the 15-minute, same thing. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution down, and then I believe a retest into this 15-minute fair value gap, and then dumping lower, drawing to new day opening gap. How's that sound? Does that work for everybody today? I think that's gonna work pretty good. So, and that's why I'm already long. I saw the bottom as we came into this 15-minute fair value gap just below Asia lows. So we took London lows, and now we're pushing up here already, and we got 3 minutes till open, and yeah, my trade's doing okay already. So looking to exit up here, and then we can target shorts once we get back into this. Well, let's put the fib on it. There it is. We're in a discount. Sorry, we're in a premium. And we want to move up into a discount, so which is going to be just above this candle here. That's the 50% mark, which is anywhere near that fair value gap. If we touch that fair value gap, we're out on the trade. I just might as well put my TP there, and that'll make it super easy, like that. And if anyone's watching out there, say hello in the chat. What are you up to this? What are you up to this weekend? Move back to 1 minute chart here. And this big candle looks like it wants to ruin my day. Yeah, it just took out relatively equal lows there. Tried to anyway. So not yet primed for a long. And that's why I keep forgetting, do not have positions open before the market open, because it likes to do stuff like that. But I'm still looking for a long at the market open here. So as soon as it gives me any sort of idea to do that, I believe this is midnight opening price here that we're coming back down to. Yeah, that'll be the midnight opening price here. And then we got relatively equal lows right down here. There's the market open. This candle right here. Gonna mark that guy like that. Gonna make him pink. Kind of hard to see. I'd like to see us sweep these relatively equal lows here before pushing higher. Go back to the 5-minute on the top right. Respecting that 15-minute gap below London. I don't expect a lot of movement today. If we look at the daily, well, there's the weekly, making a double top with February 18th. There we go. Now we've swept south side. Those relatively equal lows, they are gone. We can basically trade the first presented fair value gap now up to about 22,745. Just gonna wait for this candle to print. It'll probably give us a fair value gap here. It might even push into the new day opening gap. New day opening gap is 676 to 672, so very small, but it drew to it. It might not touch it, not till later. What I'm looking for close below above this guy. Actually, we just need a sweep above that one. Actually, I'm gonna look for a long here real quick. I am in. A little aggressive, might I add. I did not wait for the setup here, but inverting this guy, sweeping sell side. I'm gonna take it. It's basically the same entry I had last time too. Yeah, very close. So we're just trading the power of 3 here. We accumulated, manipulated, came down. We're going to retest and fill this gap before we push lower. So we might have a bearish week next week. We might even still try to mess with all-time highs. Well, sorry, not all-time highs. We'll go back to the weekly here. Yeah, we are very close to that. Oh crap, that's not working out. We'll put a ray on there on the weekly high. Mark that out. What's it called? February 18th. Settings. Feb 8, 18. Week high. Okay, so our leg has changed. I gotta draw the fib out again because what's premium and discount has changed. If we go by the bodies, yeah, we're still good for that fair value gap. Take profit just above. Right there. Go back to the 15-minute on the lower left here. Lower right, my other left. Everything's better with tea. I'm a big Earl Grey fan. Always looking for the best Earl Grey tea. Where is our first presented fair value gap? Which candle was that? That's this one right here. We're gonna mark that one out. Getting pretty close. Trade's looking real nice. I'm super tempted to bring my stop loss up to break even. No, I have to wait. I can bring it up to here though. It should be safe here. Wow, if I just wanted to bring it up where I wanted to, I would have just got wicked out and killed. Super volatile this morning. These long wicks. Respecting that first presented fair value gap though. So Tuesday in Canada, Tuesday in Canada is Canada Day. So Tuesday is a holiday, July 1st. I can't believe it's July already. And usually, well, everyone would love to get a long weekend out of that, but Tuesday's the holiday, so Tuesday we have off. And I guess I won't be trading that morning because I'm going fishing. Most likely going fishing. I got plans. We'll see how the wind is. The ocean gets a little gnarly around here and I don't have the biggest boat, so we will have to play it by ear, but there's always going to be like somewhere I can take the boat that'll be pretty safe unless it's absolutely ripping and roaring out there. So I'm just trying to look here. Maybe there's another higher objective that I could have made. I might also be getting greedy. Just because I'm on side, I feel like I can. Well, there you go. Out of this leg, that higher fair value gap is a nice upside objective. Maybe I'll trail up my stop. Yeah, because there's relatively equal highs right here. That's why I'm like, we gotta go up at least to the relatively equal highs. I'm gonna leave this just for reference, just to see. But yeah, so this weekend, you know, probably Sunday, we have plans to go out on the boat as well. I'll go out with my wife and my dog and maybe another friend or two, and we'll go hit up the beach, have some beach snacks, you know, cheese, crackers, veggies, and dip, and just that kind of stuff. What is this line? Well, it's that 50%. Don't get me wrong, I wish this was reaching up faster, but it's Friday. We're gonna have to really weather this. I've been pretty happy with my account today. My trading this week. Actually, I started off the week really bad. I think Tuesday I took 23 trades. So happy to say I deleted TradingView from my phone, so I'm not looking at it while I'm driving. I thought it would be good for me to watch price action, just to see how candles paint and behave throughout the day. That was the one reason why I was watching it all the time. But then I was impulsively jumping in on trades, and yeah, any gains that I made, I was basically walking them back. So I have since deleted TradingView from my phone, and I think yesterday I think I only made one trade yesterday, which was the winning trade I made in the morning. That trade did end up panning out for me. Where's the account history there? That's the loss from this morning. There, the 121 from yesterday. That was a nice trade. And then, yeah, this morning I took, let's see here, I think 2 losing trades. Oh, I put another one on last night, I think, for 19 bucks. 625, yeah. Oh no, that was on the 25th. 25th, 26th, 27th. Okay, so only one trade yesterday and one trade pre-market right in here that I got stopped out on, which I should have known better. So don't jump in pre-market. Won't do that again. Here we go, pushing up to my objective now. Now I believe it might be safe to move up my stop loss, at least to the bottom of this candle above the first presented fair value gap. If there was another fair value gap up here, you can bring your stop just below it. Although you could have used that logic. Where is that? Yeah, so there's this little fair value gap here. And so we got 1, 2, 3. Put your stop loss right below this guy, and even with this long wick, you still would have been safe. If you can see that. Everything looks good on the 5 minute, other than the super long wick here. What is this line from? It's getting rid of it. I might have been, oh, I was probably marking out relatively equal lows here. On the 15 minute, we could still expect, well, we just started a new 15-minute candle, so no 5 minute gap. Got a 5 minute inversion here. And a 5 minute gap up here. Might take a little bit longer than I want to get up there. Seems like it's so close. And then we got all these red candles here. And then moving into the macro, where probably going to consolidate for a while before manipulating up, and then we can dump off. So we got a lot of time to kill, which is so much fun. Let's see what the stocks are doing. My stocks, my watch list. Let's have a look. My face is covering most of them. Let's see if I can fix this real quick. Whoa. Okay. BTC, XRP. Wow, XRP's down. I feel like getting rid of XRP. It's been just dog shit for me for months now. But yeah, I guess I got late into the party. My mom got in at a better price than I did and doubled her money and then sold. So there's that. My mom's a better trader than me. Albemarle up 3.47%. Alibaba. This thing is a great price. Great price. I've been talking about it for a while. Cooper Standard is still a double from here. Intel, this thing is going to be $100 stock in the next 2 to 4 years. That's what I'm saying. I got 100 shares. I'm going to sit tight on that. Comstock Resources, this thing has already doubled, almost doubled in the last little bit here. Ever since the drop in April. Palantir, I have done very well on Palantir. It is now down 5% today. I've been thinking about selling this thing and moving on with my life, since this is like a meme stock and trading at like 120 times earnings or something like that. Let's look into this. Earnings per share, 23 cents. Earnings per share, 23 cents per share. Let's look at somebody else just for comparison. 23 cents per share. 1 year estimated target, 101. So, oh my God, that's taking forever. Who's another company we could PayPal? Let's look at PayPal. Earnings per share, $4.45. So that is a huge difference between 23, and that's where I see people saying it's trading at 150 times earnings. Damn. I think I need to sell Palantir. I think that's what I've just realized. Here we go, inching up higher still. I would have got my objective there if I didn't. Which means, what do I do now? I have to watch closely now if this thing's gonna turn. Does it got one more push in here is the question. Sadly, I would have won my trade if I didn't move my take profit and got greedy. But here we go. I think I'm still in it. Usually when you see these long wicks, I've been watching these long wicks that go above price. They usually don't last. They usually get taken. There's double top. These relatively equal highs gotta get taken. I wouldn't be surprised if we still got up to 22,760. There we go. We're almost there. TP for 95.5. Let's see if it gets to the 22,760 into that super high up fair value gap here. Sure did. Look at it go. So one more up here. Do we get to that one? Looks like we're gonna just fall shy of that. There's no relatively equal highs here. It's probably gonna respect this fair value gap here. And now we can drop down into a 15-second chart. I might take a quick scalp here. Just gonna wait for this to turn around. It still might jump up in here. Look at it go. Look at this on the 15-minute. So yeah, I'm gonna change my mind on the shorts unless this thing completely drops and closes below this fair value gap. And it's got 3 minutes to like completely reverse here. Otherwise, we might still be bullish for the rest of the day. Because there is no setup in here other than this consolidation. I think it's gonna reach for the top here. This bullish, yeah, the closure on this 15-minute fair value gap is super bullish. Up to 22,801. Which is still another 40 points away. So what you can do when you have a situation like this where you see that prices probably got a new draw on liquidity, you want to get like you want to wait for a retracement, and if you get a fair value gap in that retracement and then you inverse it, then you can go, that's when you can enter on that inversion and go higher. So basically just like this. So if you got this consolidation, you go up, you come down, creating this fair value gap, and you're like, oh, this is going to keep going higher. Now that it's inverted this 15-minute, you can jump back in. But you just want to do that on a lower time frame. So it just might not give you the chance. It just might go for all-time highs now. Yeah, It says, see you later, I'm out of here. It's gonna blast right through here. Wow. Let's see what else we got. We'll go the weekly. How high is the next? 869. We might hit all-time highs right now. Or just drop. I think it's gonna blast through, guys. Very cool. Bull market's back. I'm gonna remove all these levels. They mean absolutely nothing anymore. New day opening gap. Who cares? First presented fair value gap. We'll still keep that one. First presented FEG. Friday, June 27th. Yeah, no chance. This thing is just gonna go. I've been getting real used to using the 15-second chart for entries. It helped me out this morning. Although I was in early, I believe, but power 3, accumulation, manipulation, distribution down. Again, taking out relatively equal lows here, and then this is where you drop into the 15-second, and that's where I saw my entry. And I think I got in here when this candle came down, and that told me for sure I was good to go. So the power 3, I've been using it for like 2 weeks now, more and more. I use the power 3 to like figure out where we are basically in the movement, if that makes sense. Right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution down. It kind of just gives you an idea of where you're at, and then that's how you get your bias. Did I think we were gonna keep going up? No, but I knew we were gonna drop down below this and possibly here and then push up. This high? No, but you know, good for, how many points did I get? 377. It's like 23 plus, no, it's my balance. 22, 474, 754. I don't know, man. Don't make me do math this early in the morning. So we just took out our Tuesday, February 18th weekly high. And we are 71 points away from taking out all-time highs. And I have a pretty good feeling that it's just gonna blast off and do it. But I would love to see if I can get a retracement here. If it started to turn back, you want to get, I don't know, somewhere in a discount. Actually, right here could be your entry. If we retest the highs here, use this as a CISD, change in the state of delivery. So we were bearish and now we've come and pushed above here, and then we can retest this high and bounce off of it. So something about somewhere in here, which is which would basically be like the silver bullet coming down here. Taking out this low. And we might just get it right here. And one more push higher above here, and then it's gonna go to take out this low. If you're lucky. If you're lucky to get a retest. But I've had a good week. It started off really bad, but I've had a good week, and I think walking away now with a couple winning trades here at the end, and some pretty bad ones through here, a lot of them. I'm trying to find the top. Again, looking for tops or bottoms. I had this big 1285 win. I don't remember. I should find out when that was and what I did. The 23rd, that was on Monday. Great trade. Yeah, kind of break even-ish last week. But I think we're on the right track now. No more trading from the phone. I'm being disciplined and looking for that one great setup a day. Here's this reversal now. Right, your drop. We took out this low, retest up into here, push back down, and then flirt with this low right here. And you want to see a fair value gap on the 1 minute and then an inversion of it. You could just make a double top here. So I think this is the wait and see moment, because otherwise you're just assuming you're either going to take the high or you're not. I think I just moved the first. Anyway, I need to walk away while I'm ahead. That's the way I look at it. And look at that, that might have been just the tap on top of that fair value gap. It did touch into it. And then it says, I'm out of here. That's all you get. That was your opportunity to get in. That tick. And peace out. I'm back out. Off we go. Well, it doesn't have to break it. It's going to get pretty close to it, whether it's within 10 points or whatever. Yeah, I gotta walk away. I'm gonna move my... Oh, I can move this back over. Okay, thanks for coming out, everyone. You guys have a good weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.